A long, long time ago, 40 years, in a land far, far away, Grand Rapids, Michigan, there was a teenager who struggled with high school. And when I say struggled, he did so bad with high school, except in art and weight training. He did so bad that D-minuses were the norm. Now, if you know anything about high school grading, a D-minus is a sign. It says one of two things. It either says, we want to get out of your way, we think you might succeed elsewhere, or it sends the message, we don't want to see your ass again. I suspect the latter of the two was true. I hated high school, I didn't like teachers, and I despised authority. And with that in mind, I did what anyone in my position would do with limited opportunity. I enlisted in the military. Spent 3 years in San Antonio, Texas. I was stationed there, right down the street from Lackland Air Force Base at Kelly Air Force Base. And I started taking classes. I don't know why, but I enjoyed them. I still don't know why. And I thrived. I did so well with each class. It was an A, it was an A. It built my confidence. And as my confidence built, I decided that I would apply to one of the best art schools in the nation. Now, here's this boy from Michigan, stationed in San Antonio, and I heard about this college in Baltimore, so I applied. And I got the opportunity to interview. And I flew out here, and I thought it went really, really well. They looked at my portfolio, we talked. At the end of it, the dean of admissions said, this went well. I'll send you a response in a month or so. So I went back to San Antonio, and I got the response, and denied. Oh, no. It was the only school I had thought of. Nobody told me you should apply to several schools. So there was a little open door in the letter, and it said that you may resubmit new drawings. So I took a class, and I drew my heart out, and I put together a new portfolio. I took the photos and put the slides in an envelope, and I sent it off just as I was getting on the plane to go to Kunsan, Korea, where I'd spend the last year of my enlistment. And there I am in Kunsan, Korea. It's about 3 or 4 months down the road. We didn't get much mail very often there. And I'm waking up in the morning to my alarm clock, and something's different. The whole room is dark. And it took me a moment to regain my thoughts, and oh yeah, we're in the middle of war exercises, and 2 nights before we had to black out all our windows so enemy planes wouldn't see and wouldn't be able to bomb. So I woke up, put on my uniform, and at this point we were doing chemical warfare exercises because North Korea. And I put on my rubber boots, and I put on my pants and my top and my plastic hood and my mask. I did have a good mask, a good gas mask with the full face, and it had a sun visor in it. And I went off to work that day, and it was a long day, as they always were. I was augmented to pretend I was putting on the air-to-surface missiles on the F-16s. It just make us pretend because we don't really want to move them. And at the end of the day, I started walking back to the barracks, and I thought I'll stop at the post office. And I went there, and I had a little post office box, and it was always feast or famine. You either have something there or you go a week or 2 with nothing because it's on the other side of the world. And I'm fumbling with my rubber gloves, trying to get it open, and I'm doing the combination and finding no success. It was almost like a teenager trying to undo someone's bra. It just wasn't working. But there was a treasure behind that, and I'm turning it and turning, and finally it opens up. And I pull the letter out, and I sit down because I saw on the address it was Maryland Institute College of Art. And with my hot dog fingers, I try to open up the envelope, and I rip it open. And I see that I've been accepted to go to school here. And I wept. Because I knew then that I had my new home. And it was new to me, and there was no other place that I wanted to be. That's my story.